So we're going to work on our vocabulary journal. So if you would please grab that. We're going to work on our antonyms and synonyms today. So I'm going to grab the camera while you grab your book. Hopefully. All right. So we are into our vocabulary journal. And I think we are on page 12. Yes, we're on page 12 at the very bottom. We're going to work on the word acquire, which means to earn or obtain something. So a synonym would be earn. We can earn something. We can obtain something. We could get something. Okay? Earn, obtain, or get. Okay, and the opposite of acquire, earn, obtain, or get would be to give or donate. Okay. Also, what else could be? We could also lose. We could lose something. We wouldn't have it if we lost it. All right. If you need a moment to get this written down, go ahead and push pause when I get to the number 3, because we're going to move on. So ready? 1, 2, 3, pause. All right. On to page 13. The word is thesis. It's a sentence written to persuade or prove an idea. So thesis can be a statement, kind of like a declarative sentence. And it can also be an argument, because argument meaning not where you're fighting with somebody over a toy. An argument like saying, I believe, so we used to have school uniforms at Vision. We used to have to wear our school Vision clothes. And some students made an argument, not a fight, an argument, meaning they have something to say and they're going to try to persuade you to believe or to prove, an idea. So they came up with a plan and explained why they felt that uniforms weren't working as well for our school. And guess what? The principal and the school board listened to their argument, their idea, their thesis, and agreed with them and changed the rule. So based on their ideas and their written proof, they were able to get that changed. So that was very exciting. Excuse me, I have a tickle. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. The opposite. Oh, I've got a cough. I'm going to have to wait for a second. Goodness, I'm sorry about that. Got a tickle in my throat that wouldn't go away. And it's hard to pause the video fast enough. All right. So back to thesis. An antonym or an opposite would be a question. You're not giving a statement or an argument. You're asking a question. You could even put in there a guess, because you're not giving a fact or proving a fact. You're just making a guess. And I'll write another word that you may have heard, assumption. You make an assumption. That means you're just making a guess. You're not giving any proof. So go ahead and pause at the count of 3 so you can get these written down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pause. All right, so we're on to the next word, loathe. To feel extreme dislike. Okay, so something that would be like loathe would be dislike. Detest. And then a word that can sometimes sound very harsh, you could say hate. So you might dislike something, you might detest something, you might hate something. That means you loathe it. What would be the opposite? Like would be the opposite. Love, enjoy. Okay? It really got my throat, didn't it? I'm so sorry about that, boys and girls. I hope that wasn't too disruptive. All right, so we have dislike, detest, and hate are synonyms. They are similar to the word loathe, and the opposite of that feeling would be like, love, or enjoy. We're going to go to the next word, rapidly, in a way that is very fast. All right, so fast, we have that word in there. We can put fast down. We could say quick or quickly. So those are describing how something is done. So you're writing rapidly, you are writing fast, you are writing quickly. If you are doing the opposite, you are doing it slowly. Leisurely, that means you're taking your time. Okay. So if I was doing my times tables rapidly, means I'm getting them done fast, I'm getting them done quickly. If I am doing my times tables slowly or leisurely, I'm just taking my time, it's going to take me a long time to get finished with them. All right, if you still need some more time, go ahead and push pause on the number 3. 1, 2, 3. And we are going to flip the page over to page 14. Our last word is the word convey. Convey is a verb. It means to make it known. Okay, so a word that would be like convey would be to tell. I'm going to tell the students that they need to wear a coat outside, or I'm going to convey to my students that it's very cold, they need a coat, or I'm going to communicate to my students that it's very cold and that I think they should wear their coat. So the opposite of making something known would be to hide something. We don't want to let anyone know. Refrain means to stop from sharing. So I may not like some of the food that they're going to have for lunch, but instead of saying or showing or telling or conveying that I don't like it, I'm just going to hide it. I'm going to refrain from saying anything negative. I'm just going to keep it to myself. All right, so make sure that you have all of your synonyms and antonyms written in. Tomorrow we'll do our sentences. All right, so make sure you have those, and if you need to go back to check the others we just did, go ahead and go back so that you can get all of those in as well. Okay, we have acquire, thesis, loathe, and rapidly. All right, so we are finished with that. Let me come back to the camera. All right, so we're going to head over to grammar now. So if you would grab your grammar, your reading and grammar notebook and meet me over there. You're also going to want to grab scissors and glue because we're going to be doing something in our interactive notebook today. All right, I will see you there.